Good morning, YouTube. Today is Sunday, October the 5th, and yes, I am dragging a little bit, even though I've been trying to be more encouraged and more upbeat because I had to get myself together. I woke up very emotional this morning, and I don't know if the recovery is just taking its toll on me, or it was because I had kind of a interesting dream last night, which I'm not going to go into because it's unproductive. But I'm going to take Milo outside. Come on here. Milo. 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 Let's go. No, up here. Get up here. Up here. Come on. Come on. No. I'm not chasing your ass. I'm not chasing your ass.
How you been doing?
All right, and you?
Been doing better.
That's good. I just went back to work myself.
Yeah, I was out about a week and a half. They talking about I might have to have elbow surgery.
Okay.
Got a bone spur.
Okay. I just had my jaw fixed. I was out for 6 weeks.
You done got it on wire?
It wasn't wired. It was
It wasn't wired?
just rubber bands.
Okay.
And this little asshole want to be disobedient today.
Come on.
Come on up here. Get up here. Come on. Come on. Jump your ass up here. You jump down there.
Come on. You gotta go up there.
Come on, Milo. Come on, Milo. Let's go. Why you so disobedient? Sit your ass down. You happy you see your friend? Come on. Let him sit in peace. I'm out here cleaning up your shit now.
Hey. Get over here. Stop. You gonna have to give you a bath, Marlo. You got slobs all over you.
And he hate it too.
Stop.
Come on, Milo. Come here.
Get at.
Come on, Milo.
Hey, Milo, you had to use the bathroom for real.
No, this ain't all from today. This is from a
Okay.
couple days.
You just like me, I drop it on the back of my truck and I just throw it in the top when I go down through there.
Right. All right. All right, so it's Monday afternoon now. I got up this morning. I called the pharmacy to figure out what happened to my Ajovi. That was supposed to be here Friday. So if you watched my vlog from last week, they called me on Wednesday to tell me that they was gonna ship it out. They actually called me twice last week. I think they called me Monday to see if I was ready for it. I didn't answer the phone. No, they called me Tuesday because they called me while I was at work. So they called me Tuesday, asked me to see if I was ready for it. I didn't answer the phone, so they called me back on Wednesday while I was on break. So they told me they was gonna ship it out on Thursday. They always tell me that. So whatever day I talk to them, they tell me they're gonna ship it out the next day. So in this particular case, they talked to me on Wednesday. They told me they're gonna ship it out on Thursday, and they always priority overnight it because it's something they ship out on ice. Um, So they overnight shipped it on Thursday, which means I was supposed to have it on Friday. Um, Friday came and went, and I had forgotten about it. So Saturday, when I was closing out the vlog, I remembered about it. Oh, excuse me. And so at this point, of course, it's Saturday evening, so I can't even contact the pharmacy to see if they can look into it. Of course, I looked into my chart, and there was no tracking number or anything. And usually they don't send me a tracking number, but I just was wondering if they had put it in my chart. So this morning I got up and I called them first thing, and she looked into it, and on her end, of course, she can see the tracking number, and she was like, yeah, according to what I'm seeing, it's sitting in the warehouse, and she's like, she was like, it's supposed to be delivered today. I can see the driver's name and everything. She was like, but I'm gonna send out another one right away because if it's been sitting in the warehouse all weekend, and it was pretty warm this weekend, I'm sure the ice is completely melted and it's hot. So I don't know if it's gonna be safe for you to inject. So I'm gonna send another one out for you. But it is on its way and it's supposed to arrive to you today. And she was like, I'm very disappointed because it's we hardly ever have this happen. I was like, yeah, and I was just more concerned that a porch pirate may have gotten it because we've had a couple of them lately. So I'm just glad that no one stole it. She was like, yeah, it definitely wasn't stolen, but just keep an eye out and let me know if this happens again. And we just gonna keep shipping it out until you actually get it. I said I'm gonna let you know either way whether I get it or not. And then like literally an hour later, not even an hour later, about a half hour after I got on the phone with her, Milo starts to bark. And I thought it was the maintenance people because while I was on the phone with her, the maintenance people, me and Milo was outside, and the maintenance people rode past, and I was going to try to flag them down because I'm still having problems with my air conditioner, and they've shown up the last 2 Fridays while I was at work without calling me. So I was going to flag them down and say, hey, y'all come in and fix it. And I'll just keep Milo locked up while I'm at work. Just come in and fix it, or whatever. Um, but they drove off while I was talking to her, so I didn't get to flag them now. So when I opened the door and saw them across the parking lot, um, I was trying to go catch them, but I tripped over the box that the FedEx guy left out there. So I just happened to look down and see the FedEx guy walking away, and so I was talking to him about it and was thanking him for it. And I was like, "Yeah, that was supposed to be here Friday." He was like, "Yeah, that ain't got nothing to do with me." And I was like, "No, I understand you. It ain't got nothing to do with you. But I was just saying thank you because it was supposed to be here Friday." He was like, "Oh well, what's the date on it?" And I already knew that it said Friday. He was like, so he was on his way back up to take a look at it. And I was like, yeah, Friday, October 3rd, by 10:30 a.m. And he was like, it sure do say that. And I was telling him about it, and I was telling him that the lady at the pharmacy was like, she can even see your name on the delivery tracking information and everything. And he was like, wow. And he was like, wow. And they say it came from Charlotte. I was like, yeah. It's like, it's coming from the pharmacy right here at South Park. And he was like, wow, that's real interesting. And he was giving me the rundown. He's like, if it's being picked up at the pharmacy over in South Park and it's coming right here to you, normally it don't even go all the way to the warehouse. He was like, it normally just go from basically one truck to the next. And I saw him that she was sending out another one. So he was like, it shouldn't, the one that she's shipping out today should just come straight to my truck. So he's like, I might even have it to, he was thinking that he might even have it tomorrow. I was like, no, it's like she putting the order in today, and whoever her driver is in her area is going to pick it up tomorrow, and then whoever my driver is on Wednesday, is going to deliver it on Wednesday. He was like, I was like, if that's you, then that's you. He was like, yeah, I'll probably be the one to deliver it. He was like, but that's real interesting that it takes that long. I was like, yeah, that's normally the way it is. It's like whenever I talk to her on Monday, um, it goes out of her office on Tuesday and it comes to my door on Wednesday. It's like okay. It's like, yeah, it should never have even made it to the warehouse. He was like, but I wish they would have at least given you the tracking number so that this box wouldn't have set all weekend. Or he was like, because it is priority overnight, if you had had the tracking number and realized what was going on, you could have called FedEx and like, hey, this priority box should have been at my doorstep Friday. They could have got somebody on it, and it could have been at least been to your doorstep yesterday. And I know that's how it worked if I had had the tracking number, but since I didn't have the tracking number, I couldn't get a hold to her until this morning. It was pointless with me even trying to contact FedEx. So I didn't even go that route because just dealing with FedEx and UPS in the past, if I don't have the tracking information, they can't really do anything. I don't remember if either of them can search for my package by my address and name, but I know having that tracking information does really expedite them trying to locate the package. And like I said, without having the tracking number, I pretty much felt like it was pointless in even trying to call them. But I got the package that went out on Thursday. She said I can still take it if I so choose to. It's not like hot, but it's not it's more room temperature than it is hot, because the box is insulated, and the ice packs that's in there are room temperature. But just for safe measure, she's going to send me another one. Either way, go. I don't have to pay for it. The insurance company, I'm sure, don't like it, but I'm sure they're going to bill it back to FedEx because this is FedEx mistake. So that's what happened with the Joby. Um, and I just realized the washer stopped, so I need to go put this next load of clothes in the washer so that I can make up my bed. Because it is. Looking at the clock backwards, I think it's about to be 2 o'clock now. But I hope you guys are having a great day. I do feel better. To address why I woke up crying yesterday, I told you guys yesterday that I wasn't going to address it, but um, it sat with me quite a while yesterday, and God told me to go ahead and address it, so I did end up making a separate video about it. So that video is already up, and if you are following me and you're getting the post notifications, then you've already seen that video. And if you're following me on social media, then you um, have saw my post on why I went ahead and addressed it. So that's that. Not going to talk about it anymore. But Milo, stop it. Milo, yes, stop it. Don't look at me like that. And don't be breathing hard at me. It's like arguing with a teenager. But I'm going to do my reading for today for my 75 soft. And then I think I'm going to watch Beauty in Black and just kind of relax, because today is more my relaxed day. But I will talk to you guys later. All right, y'all. It is Wednesday morning, 8:32 a.m. I've had a full day already. So if you watched my vlog last week, I finally got that mess figured out with my temporary job or my seasonal job. I just went to the office this morning and picked up my check. So I am officially done with them. They tried to give me some hassle Monday in regards to when I can get paid. They're trying to say I couldn't get paid until Friday. And I told them I wasn't waiting until Friday to get paid for a mistake that they made. So they need to figure it out. So I told them I could pick it up on Monday. They tried to ghost me, and then yesterday while I was at work, they told me I can come by the office and pick it up. Of course, they did that while I was at my other job, and of course, the office was closed by the time I got off work at 7 o'clock. So I went by there first thing this morning to do it, to pick it up. So I am officially done with them. And now I am on the platform waiting for my train, which is coming down the track now. So, but I am tired because Milo chose to act a fool last night and not use the bathroom when I let him outside. So he woke up about 4 o'clock this morning whining because he wants to go outside, and I made him wait. So he woke up at 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, and at 6 o'clock I finally got up, or 6:30 I finally got up, and I let him outside at 7 o'clock. So, but I told him he's going to learn to use the bathroom and I let him outside instead of trying to play with these dogs, or these other dogs. And then he tried to still play this morning when I let him outside. And, I had to make him go use the bathroom because I'm like, dude, I don't have all morning to be out here. I don't know what's up with these dogs. They want to go outside and sniff every blade of grass before they use the bathroom. But I have definitely got my workout in for day 4 of 75 soft. I think I've gotten over 5,000 steps in, but my train is pulling up, so I'm gonna catch up with y'all later. All right, so I'm home now. It's almost 9 o'clock. I literally had my third coaching of the year today. It's October and I've only had 3 coachings this year, outside of when my supervisor and manager have decided to talk to me about my attendance this year. That's crazy. Um, and just like the last two coachings, each time he tried to pull me and talk to me about, pull a call and try to coach to it, he can. It's always, he'll always look at a metric and try to say, okay, so this is the metric that you're not doing the best in, so let's pull a call and try to see where you went wrong. He can't never find anything wrong with the calls. It's always, okay, well, you had to, this month, the metric was first call resolution. The first call he pulled, it was someone that called back 9 minutes after I talked to him. The problem with the call was that I talked to the person for like 56 seconds. And when he played my call back, literally, it's I couldn't hear the caller, and the caller couldn't hear me. So it was nothing that I did wrong. So he couldn't coach me on it. Oh my goodness, I don't like these pants. I mean, I like the pattern on these pants, but you can see through them. I'm gonna have to wear tights under them. I think I could fit them, but I have to wear tights under them. I don't know. And then the next call, it was a call. It was from a local IT person calling to see if there was a problem with the internet on the Spectrum side. The problem wasn't with the internet. Oops. And then the next call was a local IT person calling to see if there was a problem with the internet on the ISP side. And the problem wasn't with anything on the ISP equipment. I ran all the checks I'm supposed to run, and the problem was literally a piece of equipment that was plugged into the ISP modem. And you can see that piece of equipment was offline. And he couldn't get in touch with anybody that was on site to reboot it. So I advised him to call back if need be. So then the callback that touched the account was from somebody that was supposed to have been on site, but that person wasn't even on site to verify. First off, they couldn't even verify the account. Second off, they couldn't verify if the equipment was online either. And at that point, the person that did touch the rep that touched the account ran checks, and their equipment was offline. So we didn't listen to the call, that person's call, enough to know if they ran, if they rolled the check or not. They could have, because they could see that the equipment was offline, but at the same time, if they could have gotten in touch with somebody that was on site with the equipment, it could have also been avoided a truck roll too if they could have gotten in touch with somebody that was actually with the equipment. But the person that was calling in couldn't even verify the account. So there's that. I don't know if this new coat gonna fit. It looks small, man. I'm nervous, y'all. Hold on. Y'all, this is a size large coat and it fits perfectly. And I ordered it from Temu. And it looks like it has expansion panels in it. So this part comes off all together. And a smaller person can wear it. Now, or I can wear it without the zipper. And it still fits. So it's like a 2-in-1. Okay. That's interesting. And then I got the same jacket in like a gold color. So this is the same jacket. Let me turn on the light. So this is like a, more like a rust color. And then that gray. So to keep the air from getting down the back, there's an elastic that goes around the button here to hold that. And it's 3 buttons along the back. This is crazy that I can fit large, especially in coats, man. So since I work in a business casual environment, that's why I got these coats. And then for like your Sunday's best, This is crazy, man. Since I'm standing up, these are the pants I'm talking about. They are super thin. They did not look this thin when I ordered them. They look thicker than this. They say they're triple X. They're definitely not a normal triple X. I'm definitely glad I got them in a triple X. Pockets are not very deep on them. I'll talk about how junky my couch is. Y'all still can't see them. They're kind of a flare leg. I'm gonna look at them in the other mirror real quick. Okay, so I checked in the other mirror. You can't see what color underwear I had on, which is the most important part. So I'll keep them. I am going to go to bed soon because I got out the bed early. I woke up on time, but I got out the bed early. Normally I lay around a little bit longer, and I did this today because I had to go take care of that other business, and I have some other business to take care of in the morning. Got to try to do a walk-in appointment at the clinic for a drug test before I go to work. And they open 2 hours before I gotta be at work. So, but what I was saying about the coaching today, the only thing negative he could say was that I take too much time and personal. And he's right, I do. And right now I don't care. Even if I didn't have another iron in the fire is what I'm gonna call it. I still wouldn't care because I just don't care. They don't do enough around there about the people that's not performing, and I take way more calls than most people around there. So leave me alone. And the way a lot of these people be passing off calls unnecessarily. And he even said, looking at the calls that came back, first call resolution, it's like, I'm not worried about your FCR. A lot of the FCR calls that came back these first few days of the month were unavoidable. So it is what it is. But I'm gonna talk to y'all tomorrow. Oh, excuse me. I'm gonna talk to y'all tomorrow. Oh, excuse me. Y'all have a good night. All right, so it's Thursday, October the 9th, and Grey's Anatomy, 911, and the lights all come back on tonight. So I am about to settle in and watch all of that. And while I do so, I am going to cold cap for the first time since August because there's been a lot of pressure behind my eyes. This cold cap is designed to go down over my eyes, but I don't usually wear it over my eyes. So I'll check in with y'all in a little bit. All right, so it's Friday night, and it seemed like every week since I returned to work, I got a story about a customer. And this week is no different. So twice this week, I've gotten yelled at and told I didn't know what I was talking about. As if these two customers work for the company and I don't. So every device that touches the internet has what's called an IP address. Whether it be a modem, a router, your phone, your tablet, your TV, every device has an IP address. With your phone, your tablet, your TV, all those devices are going to touch your router and your modem before it gets out. So you got to have a modem and a router first. So with the company I work for, you first got to have a modem. And then depending on what other features you have on the account, you might have a router, you might not. So if you're going to have Wi-Fi through the company, you got to have a router. If you're going to have a straight dynamic IP address, which means every time you turn off your router and your modem, your IP address is going to change. Then you don't need a what did I just say? If you're gonna have a dynamic IP, if you have a dynamic IP address, every time you turn off your modem, your IP address is gonna change. Then you don't require a router if you don't have Wi-Fi. If you want a static IP address, which means every time you turn off your modem and your router, your IP address stays the same, then you have to have a router. These two customers told me I didn't know what I was talking about. They told me that you can put the static IP address on the modem, not with this company. Maybe other companies have it that way, but this company has specifically set it up that their modems are not capable of putting a static IP address on the modem. If the customer wants a static IP address, they are required to get a router. They told me I didn't know what I was talking about. The lady I had earlier in the week, she cussed me out. She started hyperventilating. She didn't like our routers. That's why she got rid of the service earlier in the year, because she didn't want 2 devices. I mean, she was hot. I let her vent. I mean, and she went to town on me. She kept going. I explained it to her like 4 different times. She told me I didn't know what I was talking about. So she asked for a supervisor and gave her a supervisor. Got another guy today. Told me I didn't know what I was talking about. I'm telling him, like, you have a router on the account specifically because you have a static IP address. I said that router's not hooked up, but that's why your static IP address is not working, because you need to hook the router up. You don't know what you're talking about. You need to look at my other 15 accounts, because you can put the static IP address on the modem, and if you don't know what you're doing, you need to get somebody else on the phone. I know what I'm doing. Whoever set your account up, set it up the way it's supposed to be set up, because the static IP address needs to be on the router. You know what you're talking about, and you need to look at my other accounts, because that's the way it's supposed to be. No, I don't need to look at your other accounts, because what you're saying is not accurate. You're just trying to be combative. No, I'm not. I'm not being combative at all. I'm stating facts. Give me a supervisor. Okay. Got him over to the lead line. Lead line told him the exact same thing. She hit me back in the chat. Told me he had 3 other accounts set up the exact same way. And eventually, she got him to realize that until he set up, plugged in that router back in, it wasn't going to work. And eventually she got him to do it. And same thing with the other lady. Got her over to the lead line. And of course they don't realize that. Of course they never come back and apologize to the low level guy. Once they realized the low level guy told them the exact same thing the supervisor told him. Shopping for tires used to really ruffle my feathers. That was before I went to TireUp.com. TireUp made it easy to identify the right tires. No more searching high and low. I mean, I've only been doing this a year, but apparently I still don't know what I'm talking about. I mean, I don't know how other ISPs do it, and quite frankly, I don't care. Had another guy today tell me I've been able to do port forwarding without a static IP before. Well, all of a sudden I need one now. I was like, every customer I've ever did a static IP before, port forwarding for before, had a static IP. You currently don't have a static IP. We can't even get into your router right now. because you have an old Hitron device. Actually, it's an old Technicolor device that nobody can even break into anymore. Which is why the previous rep you talked to set up a tech appointment for them to come out there and replace your equipment. So you have to wait until the equipment is replaced for us to even try to get in there to set up port forwarding for you anyway. Now, once they come out there and do that, it's more than likely going to be a Wi-Fi 6 or 7 device anyway. At that point, whether you have static IP or not, you could try to set up port forwarding on your own through your online portal. You don't even need to call in and talk to us. If the port forwarding work or not, is the port forwarding going to work? Is the port forwarding going to work? I don't know, because you don't have static IP. But I know if you have a static IP, the port forwarding should work. Once you have the new equipment, by all means, go into your online portal, play around with the port forwarding, see if it's going to work. If it works, great. If it don't work, you're going to need a static IP. He was like, okay, well, we'll see what happens once I get my new equipment. Yeah, we see what happens when you get your new equipment. I can only tell you what I know. And I know that with a static IP, port forwarding won't work. I've never had a customer try to do port forwarding without a static IP. So, customers tend to think they know more than what the employees know. So, but it is what it is. But that was my week so far. Only got one more day. Then I get to chill out for a couple days. So y'all have a good night, and I will check in with y'all tomorrow. All right, so it's Saturday morning, and I'm sitting on the platform waiting for the train. It'll be here in a few minutes. They just last update was 5 minutes out. I did not acknowledge the 9-week mark for my surgery this week, kind of because I kind of forgot. But this week I got on the scale and I weighed 212 pounds. I'm actually happy I reached that milestone, because last time I weighed that was right after surgery 9 weeks ago, and at that time I felt real weak, real frail, and even then I was happy I was down at that weight, but I didn't like how I felt when I saw that number. But to reach that this week and know that I was much stronger at that number and much healthier at that number, it made me proud to be at that number this time. Prouder to be at that number this time versus 9 weeks ago. So just want to give y'all that quick update before I head to work. All that's to say that sometimes being at a lower number is not always a good thing. You have to see how your body feels at the number and then adjust. So going back up is not always a bad thing. So getting back up to 220 after surgery and then coming back down wasn't a bad thing. I needed to be healthier coming back down. So I'm glad I went up and then came back down. Like I said, now being back down to 212, I do feel healthier this time around versus 2 months ago. So it's much colder today than it has been. It's 55 degrees this morning, which is why I got a heavier jacket.
Attention,
it's 55 degrees today, which is why I got a much heavier jacket and my hood on today. I need to find my hat and gloves. Normally when I'm driving, this is more than what I would normally wear, but because I'm out in the elements a lot longer, this is what I'm wearing today. But I'm gonna get to work and I will check in with you guys later. All right, y'all, so it's almost midnight on Saturday night. Um, and I almost forgot to close this video out. Night night, Bubba. I'm putting my low to bed. But I was just laying there thinking about something that happened this week. So, my coworkers, a couple of my coworkers have been making some really admiring comments in regards to how well my smile look post surgery. So, and it's been really flattering. I've been hearing them talk, in between calls, as we kind of banter back and forward. Talking about these customers and other little things, and just hearing them talk about my braces or whatever, and it's just been really humbling and really been making my day. So just think about that as I was just laying in the bed. It was something that I wanted to share, and it's just been really making my week. So just wanted to share that with you guys. So I hope you guys enjoy a little bit more entertaining. Enjoyed this week's vlog and found it a little bit more entertaining. But don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And if you haven't hit the notification bell already, please do so. And leave some comments down below. And I'll see you guys in next week's vlog.